I mean, this dude is a guy that is a four-time champion, a four-time league MVP. I mean, LeBron could hardly look at me and Rich Paul and Maverick and everybody losing their damn mind. I got him number 2 all time. He's the reason you knew about basketball in Greece, for crying out loud. It's because of Michael Jordan. And that's an insult to people like Shannon Sharpe and Rich Paul and these guys. It's ridiculous.
Welcome back to NBA Showdown, the channel where we break down the biggest debates in basketball. Today, we're looking at Stephen A. Smith's fiery take on the LeBron James versus Michael Jordan GOAT debate. Recently, Stephen A. called out Shannon Sharpe and Rich Paul for overhyping LeBron in this argument. This debate has been going on for years, and emotions always run high. Stephen A. makes it clear, LeBron is one of the greatest players ever, but he is not the greatest of all time. In his eyes, that title still belongs to Michael Jordan. Today, we'll explain exactly why he believes that, and why Jordan's resume, dominance, and impact make him the true GOAT. Stephen A. starts by pointing out LeBron's influence in today's NBA. Many current players see him as a leader, mentor, or even a godfather figure. That shows the respect he's earned and the longevity of his career. Playing at an elite level for 20-plus years while gaining admiration is a huge achievement. But here's the key. Influence doesn't equal dominance. Being respected is great, but the GOAT title is about ruling the game at the highest level. Michael Jordan wasn't just respected, he was feared. When Jordan stepped on the court, opponents knew he would dominate. He wasn't there to guide or mentor. He was there to destroy and win. That fear, paired with his unmatched dominance, is what separates him. LeBron's influence is strong, but Jordan's dominance defined an era, changed basketball's culture, and made winning everything. He didn't just play the game, he controlled it. And that's why, in Stephen A.'s words, Jordan will always stand above LeBron as the true GOAT.
Father or an uncle. I'm sure you can relate, Unc. He's like a godfather or an uncle to most of the damn.
Stephen A. Smith points out that LeBron James is a 4-time NBA champion, a 4-time MVP, and one of the most decorated players in basketball history. Yet, in Stephen A.'s eyes, LeBron is still the second greatest player of all time. And this is where the debate gets heated. People like Shannon Sharpe and Rich Paul see ranking LeBron at number 2 as disrespect. They feel it diminishes his legacy. But Stephen A. argues the opposite. He believes calling someone the second greatest player in the history of basketball is actually the highest form of respect, considering the NBA has existed for decades with thousands of players. The issue, Stephen A. says, is perspective, because LeBron is constantly compared to Michael Jordan. Anything less than the number 1 spot feels like an insult. But that's not reality. It's just the weight of Jordan's shadow. Jordan's standard was absolute perfection. 6 finals appearances, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs. Falling short of that isn't an insult, it's just the truth. LeBron's 4 rings and 4 MVPs are legendary achievements. They put him in the same class as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, and other all-time greats. But the GOAT debate isn't about just being in the conversation. It's about being untouchable. And that's where Jordan stands alone. Stephen A.'s frustration is simple. Calling LeBron number 2 isn't an attack, it's actually a compliment. But it's also a reality check, because no matter what LeBron does, the number 1 spot belongs permanently to Michael Jordan.
A 4-time champion, a 4-time league MVP. I mean, LeBron could hardly look at me and Rich Paul and Maverick and everybody losing their damn mind. I got him number 2 all time.
Stephen A. Smith directly calls out Shannon Sharpe and Rich Paul for how they reacted. He says it's strange that they see his ranking of LeBron as the second greatest player of all time as an insult. In fact, he goes as far as to call the whole idea ridiculous. And he's right. The problem, according to Stephen A., is that this debate has become more emotional than logical. Many LeBron supporters constantly try to shift the standards of greatness just to push his legacy above Michael Jordan's. But Stephen A. refuses to play that game. He's firm in his stance, and no outside noise is going to change the facts. The truth is, calling someone the second greatest of all time should never be seen as disrespect. Think about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He dominated the NBA for 20 years and won 6 MVPs. Yet most people still place him behind Jordan and LeBron. That doesn't diminish Kareem. It honors him as one of the best ever. The same logic applies to LeBron. Being number 2 is not an insult. It's remarkable. The issue is that LeBron's camp often treats anything less than number 1 as an attack, which shows a level of insecurity that Jordan's fans never had to deal with. Jordan's greatness is so secure that his legacy speaks for itself. When his name is brought up, the debate usually ends right there. LeBron, on the other hand, always seems to need defending through explanations, arguments, and campaigns from voices like Shannon Sharpe and Rich Paul. And that's the biggest difference. When you're truly the GOAT, the debate doesn't need defending. It ends on its own. For interview,
All of these guys are ridiculous.
Here, Stephen A. makes a devastating
Smith calls it ridiculous, and here's why. Michael Jordan never even let an NBA Finals series reach a Game 7. Every time he made it to the finals, he finished the job in 6 games or fewer. No hesitation, no doubt, no second chances for his opponents. That's why his finals record stands at a perfect 6-0. Untouchable dominance. Now compare that to LeBron James. His greatness is undeniable, but his finals record tells a different story. 6 losses, including the collapse against Dallas in 2011 and multiple blowouts against the Golden State Warriors. LeBron fans often point to the level of competition he faced, but as Stephen A. reminds us, Jordan faced everyone who stood in his way, and he never failed on the biggest stage. When you're the GOAT, you don't make excuses. You rise above the competition. Stephen A. also highlights another key difference. With LeBron, there has always been debate about whether players like Kobe Bryant or Kevin Durant were on his level. That debate never existed with Jordan. Nobody ever asked if Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, or Reggie Miller were better than him. The hierarchy was crystal clear. Jordan was number 1, and everyone else was chasing him. And that's the ultimate difference. True greatness isn't just about winning. It's about towering over your entire era without question. Jordan did that. LeBron hasn't.